Okay, in this section, we are going to look at how to convert moles to grams. So for this one, I chose to do example problem number 2, and I have that written here. 0.25 moles of glycerin, but I'm going to write it out in its molecular formula, which is C3H5OH3, is equal to how many grams? And so then this helps me to figure out from the beginning what I want to learn. One of the things that I need to know is the molar mass in order to be able to convert the moles to grams. I need to know how many grams are in 1 mole. So the way that I'm going to figure out the molar mass is by figuring out what the mass is of each of the elements. So from the formula, I can see that there's 3 carbons. So here I have 3 carbons, and then I figured out from the periodic table that the mass for a carbon is 12.011 grams for a mole of carbon. So I'm going to have 3 times that because I have 3 carbons. And then I have 8 hydrogens. That's because I have 5 hydrogens here, and then I have 3 hydrogens here. And then I have 3 oxygens because, again, this 3 on the outside means I have 3 oxygens. So from here, I figured out, using the periodic table, what the mass is for each of them. I did the math on calculating 3 times 12.001, and I have those here. And then after that, I'm going to add them all together. Now, this is where significant figures is going to first come into play. This one here has 5 significant figures, as does this one. But when I'm adding, I want to pay attention to the decimals. So this has 4 decimals, and this has 3 decimals. We're going to round down because we want to keep with the least number of significant figures mentioned. And so that is why my 92.0932 grams is going to change to 92.093 grams. From this point, I am going to use the molar mass as my conversion factor. So I know that I have 0.25 moles, and so I'm going to put that as my starting information. And then I'm going to use the fact that now I know that there's 92.093 grams in 1 mole as the conversion factor. I'm going to put the 92.093 on the top because here I want my moles to cancel out, okay? And then I'm left with grams, 92.093 grams, which again, we need to look at significant figures. And here I can see that I have 2 significant figures. Here I have 5. When we're multiplying, we're going to be focusing on only the number of significant figures, not the number of decimal points. So that means that I'm going to end up here with 2 significant figures, or 23 grams. And then lastly, I just want to point out that we should write what type of molecule we have here. So when you write the answer 23 grams, I want also to see that it's glycerin. So I want you to write 23 grams of C3H5OH3.